Women are often the target of aggression. See how some of them are fighting back.
The community remembers the lives lost in last year's bridge collapse.
And South Florida shows her pride. This and more on today's Bay Report. Hello, and welcome to the Bay Report. I'm Ruth Vivas.
And I'm Vanessa Osorio. Here are some of the stories we're following today. Safety is a priority. In a moment of desperation, being able to defend yourself becomes a matter of life or death. That is why many women inside Florida are opting to learn how to do a knee kick and throw a few punches. Bethany Araque tells us more.
Whether at home or on the streets, violence against women is a human rights violation that can take place in public and private spaces. In the U.S., a woman is battered every 9 to 15 seconds. One of the main forms of violence that many women encounter is domestic violence. Shisley Garcia shares her personal story about being in an abusive relationship. She has since been taking self-defense classes.
Unfortunately, I did not want to expose that person. I was grabbed by the neck and thrown against an object that hurt my back, and I discontinued that relationship. But it was very, very scary situation.
According to the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence, 1 in every 4 women will experience domestic violence in her lifetime. They also say that 85% of domestic violence victims are women. Jose Ramirez was part of the Miami-Dade Police Department for 25 years. He is currently teaching a free women's self-defense class for the FIU community.
It's important to educate women to try to protect themselves, because women, for example, they might be more vulnerable to crimes such as rape. So we feel that it's very important to provide this.
Women ages 20 to 24 are at greatest risk of non-fatal domestic violence, and women ages 24 and under suffer from the highest rates of rape. The Justice Department estimates that 1 in 5 women will experience rape or attempted rape during their college years. Jacqueline Lara is a high school teacher who is not a victim of violence, but decided to take a self-defense course because she feels it will help her become more confident in her everyday life.
I think being safe as a woman is very important. I think we need to take it very seriously. We never know where danger is coming. Sometimes when we least expect it, we could be the victim. So I think we need to fight and we need to be aware.
Trainers say that modern self-defense for women is also effective in empowering them to set boundaries that will help prevent attacks. Gilbert Martinez is a self-defense instructor and has taught various women, those who were victims and those who want to prevent becoming one.
Sometimes I see them do get emotional because sometimes they've gone through certain things in their lives, or sometimes they've been in situations, or life-threatening situations that, hit close to home.
Shisley has been taking self-defense classes for 8 weeks, which has helped her overcome her fears of being a victim again.
I would totally recommend this class to any woman that feels that they're being threatened or they're in danger or that just want to learn to defend themselves out there.
Unfortunately, the world isn't getting any safer. There is still a growing number of women who are becoming victims of violence, whether it be in a public area or a college campus. Officials say the #1 rule is to always stay alert and to always walk with confidence. For the Bay Report, this is Bethany Araque.
A year after the FIU pedestrian bridge collapsed on 8th Street, the community came together to remember the lives lost. The university community, along with first responders, students, and faculty, bowed their heads and held a moment of silence near the university's flag, raised at half-staff at 1:47 in the afternoon to honor the 6 victims.
We learned the lesson of what occurred here before, and we're going to make sure that the new bridge is secure to save lives. This is why the bridge has to be built.
An unusually quiet campus and a moving moment for some returning to the scene of what is now a criminal investigation to find closure for the families of the lives crushed under the bridge. The mother of one of the victims, Alexa Duran, could hardly contain her tears.
Y todo este año me he sentido mal en eso porque yo le decía, yo te saco donde tú estés. Yo no la pude sacar de aquí. Yo traté, pero no me dejaban pasar. Yo la extraño tanto a ella.
As technology continues to drive the economy, companies in Miami are demanding more tech-savvy talent to join the workforce. Changemakers in Miami are now paving the way for anyone to transform their lives through tech education, offering coding and design boot camps in South Florida. As we move into the digital age, companies are demanding more innovative talent into the workforce. We look at the programs in Miami that are leading the city into the future. Ironhack, a web development bootcamp, is a revolutionary method of teaching, with new concepts in programming and web design education.
Miami Tech is built on the backbone of bootcamp grads and developers, which is really cool to see because people are really growing. And now it's starting to attract new companies coming in, as well as people understand, they don't need to go to New York or they don't need to go to San Francisco or Silicon Valley, to really thrive in the tech scene, so they can make an impact down here.
WinCode, another educational organization located in the heart of Wynwood, believes coding is an art. They understand what they're doing is transforming our economy. Labor Statistics estimates that 1.4 million positions will be open in computing, with only 400,000 computer science grads.
Tech is not going away. It's like medicine. It's like certain industries, they will always be around.
After the break, the energy and colors of Pride Week.
And a look into the cleanup efforts after spring break as the Bay Report continues.
I'm a college student, but I also work full-time.
Not to mention the fact that I live a million miles away from campus.
The stress really takes a toll on me, both physically and emotionally.
I was willing to try almost anything.
Thank goodness I discovered the energy healing at the Student Health Center.
Now, I'm not a spiritual person, but their proven methods for relaxation therapy has made me a brand new man.
They offer Reiki healing, crystal healing, and good old-fashioned massage.
And best of all, it's free.
Make an appointment today.
Welcome back to the Bay Report. Going on their 11th year and revamped with a new look, thousands gathered on South Beach for Pride Week, an opportunity to celebrate diversity and culture. Our reporter, Rosangelica Perez, has all the information.
Miami, a city known for its beautiful beaches, nightlife, and diverse ethnicities.
Being so diverse, Miami is all about inclusion. This is why every year Miami Beach hosts a series of events for the LGBTQA community.
I still am involved, as you can see, with the program, wear my pride hat, and it's an opportunity to celebrate everyone that's here. We're very inclusive. We're probably really, we call ourselves hetero-friendly. So it's a wonderful chance for everyone to participate.
Pride Week has been celebrated for the past 11 years in Miami Beach. The week starts with the raise of the LGBTQA flag by Miami Beach Mayor, who welcomes residents to be a part of this celebration.
Our city believes that this is something you celebrate all year long.
The week ends with a bang with the Pride Parade at Ocean Drive, where South Florida LGBTQA families and friends, along with Pride sponsor organizations, groups, and businesses, have the opportunity to walk and express their support for the community.
Well, I like to come every year just because, it's a lot of fun. Usually I run into a lot of great old friends here. You get a lot of free stuff. And yeah, just really fun to come out and see all the performers, see everybody coming out to celebrate love and celebrate who they are.
Whether you are an advocate for the LGBTQA community or you just want to have a good time, Miami Pride Week is the place to be.
Reporting from Miami Beach Pride Parade, for Bay Report, I am Rosangelica Perez.
Ruth, didn't you have the opportunity to be on the FIU Florida Pride?
That's right. I even had the chance to ask President Rosenberg a couple questions. If you want to see my exclusive story on the Pride Parade, make sure to visit our website.
Many students are the first to attend college in their family. This was the focus of a recent conference held at Florida International University. Florida International University partnered with the Florida Consortium of Metropolitan Research Universities to create strategies for serving first-generation students and ensure their lifelong success during this inaugural event.
This is our opportunity to make a difference. This is our opportunity to help people who come into our institutions every day believing in us, and wanting what we have.
I'm a recipient of the First Generation Scholarship, and it helped me by taking a weight off my shoulders because I was struggling to pay my dues.
Leaders recognized there was a need to talk about how to serve first-generation students so they graduate and continue to serve as first-generation members of our community and drivers of economic development.
We would like to continue the conference
in future years and really explore opportunities for publication and FIU serving as a national leader and in this role as a best practice in serving and supporting first-generation students.
As spring breakers are done partying on South Florida beaches and heading back to their hometowns, local organizations and community members set up to begin cleaning up what was left behind. Estrella de la Flor tells us more.
2017, more than 20 million pounds of trash were collected by volunteers, says the Ocean Conservancy, an organization focused on cleaning up our beaches. Various community members and organizations, such as Young Professionals, picked up 200 pounds of trash to combat what spring break brings.
South Florida, being one of the main spring break attractions, may bring fun and games, but also will bring an excessive amounts of plastic and waste to our beaches and wildlife.
Spring break historically has been very popular in Fort Lauderdale. Even in the 80s it was really crazy, and then now it's just been cleaning up, but we still haven't gotten away from it. And right now is the perfect opportunity to enjoy the weather, enjoy the beach, and bring people together for a common cause.
Along with the Young Professionals, the Surfrider Foundation feels passionately about the importance of cleaning up our local beaches.
Surfrider Foundation is a nonprofit organization dedicated to the protection and enjoyment of our world's oceans, beaches, and waves through a powerful activist network. The biggest issues we see is the amount of trash left on the beach by people visiting and not cleaning up after themselves.
Although there are efforts to cleaning up our shores, the trash continues to pile up.
It's very unfortunate living here year-round to see the damage that is done when people come in and party on the beach or hang out. At the end of this spring break time of year, our beaches are trashed. One of our main attractions here at the Marine Environmental Education Center is Captain. Captain is a green sea turtle. She was an animal that was hit by a boat about 10 years ago. She'd had a crack through her shell. There'd been some spinal damage. But what they found is that 100% of the animals that come into rehab have plastics in their stomach.
For more information on visiting the Carpenter House and participating in local beach cleanups, please visit our website. Reporting for the Bay Report, Estrella de la Flor.
When we come back, Alejandra Hernandez gives us an update on FIU's baseball team.
So, thank you so much for coming on this date with me. But tell me more about yourself.
Well, during the day I teach yoga, and then at night I go to school. I love dogs and I have syphilis.
No way, me too!
Really?
Yes, I swear.
That's crazy. Like 2 years ago I had a scare about chlamydia that wasn't fun at all.
Okay, same, but mine was the gonorrhea.
We have so much in
know,
common.
it's awesome.
That's crazy.
I know, could you imagine that?
Welcome back to the Bay Report. The Panthers took to the diamond for a home-and-home series against Florida Gulf Coast University. Alejandro Hernandez has the latest.
The FIU Panthers baseball team wanted to finish the home-and-home series with a bang as they looked for a victory against their Conference USA and cross-state rival Florida Gulf Coast University Eagles. Eric Gonzalez from FGCU doubled to deep right center field as he picked up 2 RBIs in the top of the second inning to get the first runs of the game. Eagles pitcher Trey Victory was dealing against the Panthers as he picked up his first win of the season after tossing 5 shutout innings. The Panthers pitchers couldn't control the Eagles' bats as they gave up 11 runs and 10 walks on 13 hits. It was a very windy and chilly night as home fans tried to cheer on the Panthers for a late rally. FIU's Austin Shenton drove a ball to right field as the outfielder Joe Kinker tries to make a lunging grab, but barely misses the ball as 1 run scores. In that same inning, FIU's Nathan Hosen drove a ball deep right center to bring in a run to keep the Panthers' hope alive. But the Eagles would not stop their dominance as they scored 2 more runs at the end of the close the game at 11-6. The Panthers got swept in a home-to-home series. The Panthers' record went to 11-14, while FGCU moves to 16-8 on the year.
Thanks, Alejandro. And speaking of baseball, the Miami Marlins are rebranding again, revealing the team's new logos and colors for this year. Claudia Pena was at the ballpark.
Let's go Marlins!
The Miami Marlins kicked off the 2019 season with a new look. Not only have their colors changed, but they're adding a Hispanic feel to their new image. The franchise's 4 uniform designs come in midnight black, Miami Blue, Caliente Red, and Slate Gray, drawing inspiration from Miami's culture. They are also under a new administration with Derek Jeter, former Yankees player and 5-time world champion, as their new CEO. According to the Miami Herald, Jeter bought the team for an estimated $25 million.
With all the experience he had as a player, he's bringing it to the Marlins and creating the mentality of playing to win.
Iken Quintana, who's been the Spanish broadcaster for the Miami Marlins since 1973, says the team is rebuilding its roster and won't be playoff potential for the next 2 years. Along with their new image comes a new and improved ballpark, with the removal of the home run sculpture from center field, a cafecito hour during the game, and activities for kids to enjoy around the park.
I think the new colors are vibrant. They bring out the Miami Arcolores, brings in the Spanish community. And I just think that change brings in people just to see new things, new stuff in the park, new players on the field.
Univision's sports commentator Jose Luis Napoles encourages fans to not only attend games when they're on a winning streak or playing against a big rival team, but to always support them no matter what.
We would like the fans to be unconditional. I think the new administration tries to approach the fans, trying to make the experience much better when they come to watch a game.
Let's hope this new look gives the Marlins some good luck this season.
That and a few more free agent signings.
Well, look, that's all the time we have. I'm Ruth Vivas.
And I'm Vanessa Osorio. This is the Bay Report.
Thanks for watching.